G'day legends, welcome back to Max Power Cardboard Collectables. Hope you're all doing well and you're all safe and happy and having a great week, etc, etc. And wow, oof, what a big weekend. Big weekend on the footy field. We had draws, we had kicks after the sirens, we had high tackles or lack thereof. But look, even a bigger weekend for the footy card community as Select just dropped what I would call a pretty big surprise, to be honest. The new video came out on Saturday detailing the release of 2022 AFL Brilliance. So yeah, look, just touching on the whole surprise thing, I mean, I for one thought we'd be getting info on the new Optimum release, whether that was Optimum 2 or something thereabouts, but no, it's Brilliance. That's what we got. So look, a little bit to go through today, so yeah, let's get stuck into it. Alright guys, so look, before we pull up the checklist and have a good run through that, we're just going to get a few of the boring bits out the way first. You guys know the drill, links to all the social media accounts downstairs in the description. I'm also going to chuck the checklist pages from Select in there as well. So if you want to play along at home today, you can do that, or if you just want to have a look at that in your own time, go for it. I've also got a cheeky little surprise from the mailman today, so we do have a little opening at the end of this video, so that'll be a bit of fun as well. So yeah, look, we'll pull up the checklist and we'll go through a bit of key info and everything we need to know about this release. Alright legends, so we've got our checklist here ready to go, but before we dive into that, we're just going to go through some of the basic sale information and stuff. So look, if you're an SCC member, sales are open right now and will remain open until 4 PM Eastern time on Friday the 29th. Of July. It is a 2-box limit per person at $150 a box. After that, general sale will be open on Saturday the 30th of July at 5 PM Eastern, and that is 3 PM for us over on the other side of the country, which is a bit of an awkward time for us, if you ask me. Some of us who work on weekends might struggle to do that, but I'm going to have to take myself a cheeky lunch break at about 2:50 and quickly come home and get all this done. And that is also a 2-box limit per person / household at $150 a box. Look guys, these are going to go super quick as always these days. So look, I dare say if you are not there like for bang on release time, you're probably going to miss out. So yeah, don't fuck around, get on it. It's going to be good fun. So look, 1 card per box, 4,330 boxes available. So once the SCC allotment's taken out of that, I'm assuming that's, you know, probably about 1,600 to 1,800 boxes. You know, there's not going to be as much left for everyone else. So you make sure you're there at 5 PM on Saturday if you're on the East Coast, and 3 PM Saturday if you are on the West Coast. Alright, so now that we've got all that stuff out of the way, let's peep some cards. So as you can see, I might need to zoom that out a little bit actually. Let's just do that. That's better. Over here on your right, you can see we've got the Brilliance base common cards. These are numbered to 50, and we've got a nice little preview here of the platinum metal border and the cards that sit inside. We got Matty Richardson, Sam Walsh, Danny Frawley, and Luke Parker. And then over on our left here, we've got the Superstar Gold Series. These are numbered to 35, and we will touch on that later. Nice one there of Pendles and the Bomb. We'll go through the full list, like I said, a little bit later. And then back up here on the left, we've got the Premiership Captain Coach dual autograph cards. Mate, these look bloody great. We're going to get into all of this in a bit more depth as we go. But let's scroll down and have a look at some player representation. I think that's what we're all a bit excited about. Who's on them and what do they got? We're going to zoom back in because my eyes are terrible these days. So yeah, look, let's start it off with the Adelaide Crows. On the Adelaide Crows side, we have got Sean Wren, Nigel Smart, Rory Laird, and Riley Thilthorpe. So yeah, some pretty nice cards there. Nice player representation on these cards. I love the Sean Wren, Nigel Smart picks. Obviously the fans will be pretty happy with Laird and Riley Thilthorpe. Then we're making our way down to the Brisbane Lions, and we have got Nigel Lappin, Bernie Quinlan repping for Fitzroy, which is always good to see. And then we got the Suitcases, Hugh McGluggage, and Zach Bailey. Moving on to Carlton, these have got a pretty good lineup. We got Kernahan, we got Jezelenko, Walsh, and Chera with his first card, big card anyway, in the navy blue. Going down, we got Collingwood, we got Peter McKenna, Darren Mullane, Brodie Grundy, and Josh Dacos. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Moving on to the Bombers, this is a pretty big one. We got Terry Danaher, we got Matty Lloyd, Darcy Parish, and the Unicorn Nick Cox. think everyone from Bomberland's going to be pretty happy with that. Coming down to Frio, we've got Matty Pavlich, which is probably always maybe a little bit predictable, but I love the next one. I love the Ben Allen inclusion, inaugural captain of the Frio Dockers. Pretty good one there for the Dockers fans. Then we got Mundy and Sarong. Again, probably a little bit predictable, but I don't think you'd find a Frio fan that'll be unhappy about that lineup. Moving on to the Cats, we got Matty Scarlett, we got Gary Ablett Jr. back in the hoops, we got Jerizo Cameron with probably, I don't know, maybe his first really big card for Geelong, I can't quite remember, and we got Brandon Parfitt. Moving on, we got Giants and Gold Coast with only current players, so we got the two Greens, Tom and Toby for the Giants, and we got Took Miller, and we've got Matty Rao there for the Gold Coast Suns as well. Yeah, not too bad. Two players each, only current players, so be an interesting one for breaks, I'm assuming, like most people, and I think like they were with another set earlier where they'll just all be put together. You'll be able to buy Giants and Gold Coast Suns there as one slot in breaks, I'm assuming. I'll probably just leave that up to the breakers, though. Moving on to the Hawks, we got Dermy Brereton, we got David Parkin, Chad Wingard, and CJ. Then coming down from Melbourne, we have got David Neitz, Nathan Jones, which I think the fans will be pretty happy to see, Christian Petraka, and Luke Jackson. Then for North Melbourne, this is a pretty good one too, I reckon. Glenn Archer, Malcolm Blight, Cam Zerha, and Jason Horn-Francis. So I don't know if that's going to be one. Maybe they made that as part of Jason Horn-Francis' contract package, that he gets a big card with Select this year to help him stay. Moving on to Port, I think they've nailed their previous player lineup here. You got the Superior Corns in Chad and Big Matty Primus. Then we got Ollie Wines and Mitch Georgiades rounding them out. Moving on to the Tigers. Matty Richo, as we saw in the preview above. We got Neil Baum, that's a pretty cool one. And then we got Prestia and Bolter. I mean, that's a pretty sure one for that. But yeah, pretty good. Moving on to the Saints. I think the Saints fans are going to be happy with this release all round. I think their representation is fantastic. We got Robert Harvey, Danny Frawley, Jack Steele, and Max King. I mean, I don't think you could find a better lineup there for past and present players. For the Saints. Moving on to the Sydney Swans, we got Mickey O, Warwick Kappa, which if I pull one of those, I will be not trading. I will be holding on to that. I was actually watching some Kappa highlights on Fox Footy the other day. That man was something else. Moving on to the current players for the Swans, we got Luke Parker and Logan McDonald. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Onto my Eagles, we have got Dean Kemp, which I am pretty stoked about. He actually coached me for a year of Colts down south way back in the day, and was always one of my favourite players growing up. So I'd be pretty happy if I pulled one of those. Obviously the Woosha selection, great, maybe a bit cliche, but I'm sure the Eagles fans will be very happy to get behind those. Present day players, we got Nick Nat. My wallet does not thank that selection at all. I'm sure those are going to be going for twice as much as the rest of them, and rounding it out with Oscar Allen. So not a bad lineup there for the Eagles. And last but definitely not least, we've got the Doggies with Brad Johnson, Dougie Hawkins repping for Footscray, and then for the current players, we got Aaron Norton and Bailey Smith. So, again, there won't be too many Doggy fans that are unhappy about that player representation. I think that's really good. And I think they pretty much nailed it across the board here. Few kind of mess selections. Like, I don't know how many games Dion Presti has even played in the last few years, but... maybe, I don't know. Maybe the Richmond fans love him a bit more than I think they do. We'll skip over the SIGs. We'll come back to that in a sec. We'll move it on to the Superstar Gold Series. Just to recap on the base cards. They're 4 out of 5 boxes. So, if you're an SCC member, you get your full allotment of 4 boxes. There's a pretty good chance you're going to be pulling 4 base cards, but you might get lucky. I'm sure I won't. I've had pretty bad luck with big releases. I mean, not really. We've done all right over here. We've done all right. We've had some good ones. But anyway, look, we'll move it on to the golds. Now, these are 1 in every 7 boxes, so no guarantee to hit this. So if you're going to get your 4 boxes and you think you're guaranteed to hit a gold or a SIG, you are absolutely not. Okay, they're still going to be pretty hard cards to get. Now, These are numbered to 35 for starters, so look, that's not very many. Look, we'll go through all that at the end, but let's just quickly go through player representation. We've got Rory Sloane for the Adelaide Crows. We got Michael Voss for the Lions. We got Paddy Cripps for Carlton. Scott Pendlebury for Collingwood. James Hurd for the Bombers. We got Fifey for the Dockers. Joel Selwood for Geelong. We got Josh Kelly for the Giants. Ben King for the Gold Coast Suns. Luke Hodge made a little bit of a comeback for Hawthorn there. I think the Hawks fans will be pretty stoked on that. We got Clary at the D's. We got the Duck, Wayne Carey at North Melbourne. Connor Rozier's an interesting one for me at Port. I feel like there are so many other players they could have gone with for this level of card. But you never know. It might age like fine wine and be a really prized card for Port Adelaide collectors in the future. Then we're moving on to the elephant in the room. We got Dusty at Richmond. Wouldn't be a high-end release without a ridiculously priced Dusty Martin card for the Tigers collectors. Lenny Hayes for St Kilda. Again, I think St Kilda have nailed it this year. Sydney Swans have got Buddy. I don't know how many big cards he's got in Swans colours, but there's another one there. The next one's another big one. We got Chris Judd in West Coast Eagles colours, back in the right colours, where he played his best football. So look, yeah, it's going to be hard to get one of those. And then we rounded out with Bont at the Dogs. So yeah, look, some pretty big names in there, guys. And look, like I said, number to 35, that is not many. There is not many of these getting around. I reckon I could almost name 35 West Coast collectors off the cuff that I've seen on forums and breaks pages and stuff. I'm not gonna, but I just reckon there's really not that many. So these are gonna be pretty hard to come by. But like I said, with all those online forums and trading pages and stuff, hopefully it's gonna be pretty easy to get the ones that you want for the one you pull. Look, obviously there's a few examples there, which is probably gonna be different. I think your Dusties, your Herds, your Pendles, your Chris Judds, I think they're not going to be ones you're going to be able to trade your your Josh Kelly GWS for. I think they're going to be you might have to work out a cash plus on those sorts of deals. I mean, even Wayne Carey at North Melbourne, I reckon every single one of the 35 North Melbourne members are going to want to get their hands on one of these. So again, they're not going to be easy to find, and they're probably going to be ones where if you don't jump on them early, I think, looking back, if you're trying to collect these retrospectively in a couple of years, I think you're really going to struggle. So, yeah, try and get on them fast maybe and see how you go. So, look, next we're going to roll into the SIGs. Not a heap to go through here, only the 6 cards, but, geez, are they 6 ripping cards. Look, we got Matthews and Voss at the Lions for the trilogy 01, 02, 03. We've got Parkin and Kernahan at Carlton for 95. We got Scott and Ling at the Cats at 2011. Obviously, Gorn and Goodwin last year. We got Pagan and Carey 96 and 99. And then we got Hardwick and Cochin 17, 19, and 20. Now, look, the cards themselves, we'll just scroll up and have another look. Look, I'll be honest, I actually prefer the 2020 Brilliance Brothers SIGs. I think the cards looked better with the horizontal layout as opposed to just like the small picture of the captain and coach with the 2 SIGs underneath. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. If I pull one of these, I'm going to be very happy. But yeah, look, I just think the appearance of the other ones looked better. I mean, obviously these ones are easier for breaks and stuff because obviously you had like the Jakovic brothers that were at 2 different clubs. You had the Burgoyne brothers at 2 different clubs. So I think as a breakers product, this is probably a little bit better. But yeah, I don't know. I think the other ones looked a little bit better. Look, I'm also a little disappointed that we didn't get a West Coast. In fact, we may as well just leave it up there. We don't need to talk about much else on that side of things. But yeah, look, a little bit disappointed that there wasn't a West Coast card. Obviously, there was a few options there with, oh God, Woosher and Moldhouse. We had, obviously, then Woosher as a coach with Juddy. And I mean, God, imagine that, Woosher and Juddy dual sig. I mean, that's just huge. And then obviously Simo and Hearn for 18. I would have loved to have seen that. I would have got behind that and chased that pretty hard. But yeah, look, that's probably the main stuff for Brilliance. I'd be very happy to have any of these cards for my beloved West Coast Eagles in my collection. Look, I will be looking to get my full allotment of 4, and you better believe we'll be opening them up on this channel. I might even just do them all in one video. We'll just open 4 boxes if I get them. Obviously, like, I had a bit of a drama with Prestige and only ended up getting 3 boxes. Didn't end up getting my full allotment through just missing out. I had poxy internet problems. You know how it happens. But that's the first time I've missed out. So hopefully I can redeem myself with a better performance on the buying front for Brilliance. And yeah, look, we're going to be happy with all of these as well. So yeah, look, that's pretty much it for the checklist. Just going to go through some general thoughts on stuff. Look, We might even just, there we go, that looks a bit cleaner. So look, like I said, overall very happy with this release. For me, it's really nice to have a bit of a break from the massive releases. Again, if you're an SCC member who's getting your full 4 boxes, you know, really you're spending $600 plus postage, obviously, but like that's pretty manageable. I was pretty prepared to have to come up with about $1,200 to $1,300 this weekend for 4 to 5 boxes of Optimum 2. So look, it's nice to know I've got a little bit more time, you know, to save up a bit more cash for that, and also still pick up a little bit of the Footy Stars stuff that I'm missing. Look, if you are a bit worried about, oh my god, is this all we're going to get for the year? It is absolutely not all we're going to get for the year. There is no way we don't end this year without another, like, proper, I guess, like, Series 2 release, so, which I'm still putting my money on Optimum 2. We're definitely going to have it or something like it. I mean, we haven't had any DPSs yet, so obviously they need to a set to be released with all of that. And I would suspect that's coming sort of September, October. So I think there's still a fair bit of time, which is good. I think, you know, the wallet exhaustion of sets being released, kind of like they were last year. It's like, God, we're just catching up on Optimum, and then there was Supremacy, and then we're just sort of catching up on Supremacy, and there's Supremacy Rookie. Look, they might even do Supremacy Rookie late in the year again. That'd be kind of cool, but yeah, look, don't worry. To all those Pies fans chasing that Nick Dacos DPS, it's coming. Don't you worry about that. And might I say, you might want to hope you pull it yourselves, because buying them off someone else is going to be very crazy. I'm not going to get too far into it, but I reckon they come out as a $1,500 card if they go down the platinum number to 40 route as an absolute minimum. I think you could get, I think Nick Dacos platinum DPS, if this is the route they go down, numbered to 40, I think that can come out as a $2,000 card straight off the bat. I just think the famous name, famous club. He's $1.01 to win the Rising Star. Pretty much a lot of markets have closed betting on him. And, you know, like I said, I just think the kid's going to be a star. And if they do a numbered DPS to 40, oof, good luck. Good luck getting one of them for under $2,000, I reckon. Alright, guys. So, look, that's pretty much it for the brilliant stuff. But don't you go anywhere, because we have got a cheeky little opening surprise, which I'm just going to get set up for, and we'll be right back with that. So, don't you go anywhere. Alright, legends, so I did say there was a cheeky little opening surprise at the end of this video, and yeah, we had a lovely visit by the mailman today that delivered us one RGV Black Series 1 repack. I've been watching a lot of these get opened on a few different breaks pages and stuff like that, and thought I'd get involved. Now, there's a little bit of a funny story with this one. So it rocked up in the mail today, opened the parcel up, inspected my box, and realized that this is not been opened. As we can see, the seal is still fit on this one, but just keeping up with Australia Post's reputable work, this box all frayed out, looking a bit crumpled up. One of the void stickers has pretty much just come off. So yeah, just really want to, you know, give a shout out to the appreciation that all our hardworking mail sorters are doing out there by keeping our parcels in good condition, and yeah, just generally being awesome at their jobs. So look, well done to Australia Post for that, and like I said, thank you for your service. So yeah, look, we're not going to mess around too much. We're going to get stuck straight into this. Obviously, there are some big cards in some of these, so hopefully we pull something good. I've seen a few of the bigger cards have been pulled already. We're going to open that up. As you can see, like I said, the box was messed with, but it doesn't appear that any of this stuff here has been messed with. So, look, that's all, as you can see, this is all still pretty sealed up. So we're going to have a look and see what we got. These sold out way quicker than I think the guys were thinking of. Now, alright, let's just take a deep breath, because there's some big cards in this set, and you never know what we're going to get. Let's just get rid of some of this sticky stuff. Alright, so we have got our one and only RGV, and it looks like we've got some sort of parallel. It is a green 2021 Prestige Charlie Dixon. Yeah, look, not the booklet I thought we were going to get, but still nice to have a look, and that is number 21. So, one-off jumper number. That is an eBay jumper number for our one RGV Black. Whoop, oh, Jesus. I mean, let's just hang that up there. Oh, come on, you bastard. Just stay there. So, look, I guess that's a little bit of an anticlimax, but, look, I'm not surprised. I mean, the condition of the box should have been a warning sign enough, but, yeah, look, that was just cool. Something I wanted to do, something that we had had a look at. That, my friends, is a $100 green Prestige 2021 Charlie Dixon card. If anyone wants to buy it off me, any Port fans out there, hit me up in the comments. It's definitely not a PC card for me, but look, like I said, guys at RGV do some awesome stuff. If you're already not following them across like Facebook and involved in their break stuff, make sure you do. They're one of the best in the business, and yeah, big loves to them. So anyways, guys, that'll probably wrap us up for today. You know, a bit of an anticlimactic finish, but yeah, just recapping essential information. That's the word I was looking for. Saturday, 5 p.m. on the 30th of July, Eastern Time, for the Brilliance release window. And what was the other one? SCC open till Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're an SCC member, get on it. Get your 2 boxes. Even if you don't want them, hit me up. Hit me up on Insta. Send me a direct message. And if you don't want them, I'll buy them off you. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope the video was helpful. And we'll be back with opening some stuff pretty soon. I got a few boxes of Future Force kicking around that we might do if Brilliance doesn't get here in time. But otherwise, if I don't see you beforehand, see you for Brilliance. Peace out, legends. You have a good one.